I know it's kind of a crazy, kooky picture. But you know what's even kookier? Injecting yourself with things that you don't even know what the hell's in it, like vaccines or tattoos. I know I got two tattoos, but I didn't know no better, Mazza. Now I do, and I wish I could get them removed, but I think that costs a lot of money to do so, doesn't it? Mine are very discreet and small, and I stopped at only two. So there's that. But it's graffiti. Tattoos are it's body graffiti. Doesn't the Bible say, "Thou shalt have no markings on your skin"? But yet, look at it, and it all took off really big time with that tramp stamp back in the '90s. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I mean, all of a sudden, boom! Every friggin' girl was getting these tramp stamp, nicknamed tramp stamps on the back, right here at the bottom. It was crazy. It was nuts. I remember tattoos growing up was pretty much relegated to sailors and prisoners. That about it. Popeye the Sailor Man, doo doo. Popeye the Sailor. But now look at it. Everybody and brother covered up. I mean, I am praising people that don't have tattoos these days. This don't be feel insulted. You didn't know no better either. You got tattoos out there, tatted up. I mean, that's on you. But the thing is, it's not good. It is not good. It is actual graffiti. It's disgusting. I can't stand it. But you know what's even worse? Well, taken from this extract, Christian 21, it contains the ashes of dead people. That's what's in us. If you have a tattoo, that's what's in you. I don't know. This is creepy. This is all nuts. Is this an? I thought it was astronauts because that's what this fool looks like. I don't know why this person chose to do this. It's 12 minutes and change. I don't plan on chiming in. I'll be listening with you, and that's about it. So I got for you Saturday night. I got something else for you concerning dead people, but I think I'll reserve that for tomorrow. It'll be a shoddy tomorrow. Let's take a listen.
Extract of Christian 21's information
Christian 21.
by Leon George Sinclair, number 69. Does tattoo ink?
Satanic 6-9.
Does tattoo ink have the carbonized ashes of cremated corpses in it?
All right, I am going to chime in. My mom said she was watching. I don't know if it was OAN or Newsmax or whatever, but they had a doctor on there. It was about tattoos, and he said that these tattoo parlors out in Arizona where he was, or he did a study. I don't know all the details, but basically they do some kind of satanic ritual over the ink or something like that. It's not good having tattoos. All right, I don't care if you have a Jesus or you have a Bible verse on there. Doesn't the Bible say, "Thou shalt have no markings on thy skin"? Huh? I know. Then you could say, "Well, thou shalt have no graven images like crosses around your neck," which I took mine off, but I will be wearing again. At least my cross isn't permanent. All right, these things are permanent unless you go and fork out a lot of money to get them taken off of you. These tattoos. Not only that, I covered that information, a video that they're actually portals to let demons in. Listen, the beast system, these demons that are in control of this world, they know exactly what they're doing. They make this shit everything looks so enticing, and it's disgusting. It's evil. Can't stand the way. I mean, I don't want to get started on how just friggin' gross it is. These women with tattoos all over their legs and sleeves and all this. It's just disgusting. Same thing for the guys. It's disgusting. But as a guy, if I'm attracted to a girl or a woman or whatever, and I'm like, look at that Dane. Look at that hot Dane, potentially hot Dane. But it's too bad she's covered up in all that nastiness. It looks like filth. And then it brings me to Song of Solomon's. Didn't he, was it Bathsheba? I don't know, it's late. But it was a girl out working out in the field and the sun was glistening on her skin. And the last time I checked, that verse didn't say, and she was covered in fucking ink. It's disgusting what they've turned everyone into, including guys. It's just disgusting. I see this one old guy at the gym, like, a couple years ago. I mean, he had to be pushing 70. Now, he was jacked. He was taking a little something. He was jacked. But this dude had a friggin' damn weird-ass robotic-looking tattoo around his eye to make his eye look like some kind of something out of a damn sci-fi movie. I'm like, how old are you? Are you serious? This is part of the conditioning and brainwashing. But what's in the ink? Well, I hear the ink. I think I do believe I covered this. It's a carcinogen, can cause blood cancer. And it's so wonderful to hear enlightening that it also contains the ashes of dead people. If you can ignore this facking screen way it looks from this, just listen.
Extract of Christian 21's information by Leon George Sinclair, number 69. Does Tattoo Ink? Does Tattoo Ink have the carbonized ashes of cremated corpses in it? I reposted a TikTok video the other day about dead people's ashes going into the ink used in tattoos. This post got a lot of mixed emotions, and rightly so. It's outrageously stupid to add the carbonated remains of dead people's ashes to tattoo ink. And to contemplate this is lunacy in the truest form. But are you naysayers who refute this assertion completely sure in the courage of your convictions that your perspective is true? How much do you even know on the subject? If I want my car fixed, I'm not going to ask an unqualified mechanic with zero experience, other than he's read a few magazines on motoring to do it, am I? And neither would you. It's not that you are stupid, it's that you are using perceived knowledge in the assessment of this new information. There is much you latecomers have missed, and you're reacting for nothing, because dead people in tattoo ink is the very least of your worries. It's not a matter of who is right and who is wrong. Neither is it a matter of I told you so. We all know chemtrails have toxins in them, Ba and Al, barium and aluminium, BaAl or Bar. And we all know that these toxins cause a plethora of issues over many years of exposure. Alzheimer's, dementia, premature cellular aging, and skin cancer. We are also aware that they added fluoride to your drinking water since the end of World War II. Rat poison sold to you as good for your teeth. We also know that Satanism is real. Ask any police chief from their FEMA camp cell. And most of us are aware that there are human remains added to all multinational food corporations' products by their deep state affiliations, glued together with the adhesive of Freemasonic secrecy. Everyone singing from the same hymn sheet, decade after decade, centenary after centenary, and reset after reset. You can't trust the science. When the scientists speaking out are killed, ruined, censored, or put in prison, all that leaves is Freemasonic scientists left on the pitch to inform you of what the cabal wanted you to think, with the rest well and truly censored and silenced. 15 plus years ago, over 9,000 scientists, real ones, signed a petition against the reality of climate change. 9,000 plus people, climatologists, weather experts, geologists, botanists, marine biologists, chemists, all signed this petition stating that in their industries, fields of research, there is no evidence whatsoever to support climate change. Over 9,000 of them. But they were all silenced. Quite easily, because the media is also owned by the same people who are poisoning your food and water, adding dead people's ashes to your tattoos, and trying to get aluminium in you at every opportunity. Every mainstream deodorant has aluminium oxide in it, and women wonder why they get breast cancer. It's mostly because of nanoparticular aluminium oxide being sprayed directly onto the armpits of billions of women in particular, around the world every day for the last 40 years. The armpit is very close to the mammary glands and cephalic and intercostal veins and the bloodstream. Mammary gland tissue is ideal for cancer to get started in. Soft, fatty tissue, easily pH shifted quickly to an acid state. Ripe for cancer. That's why they put aluminium oxide in deodorant. Fluoride in water is not for healthy teeth, and I've seen several experts ruined for stating this publicly, ruined for telling the truth, or even killed for it. Funding is always immediately cut, and future job prospects are collecting trolleys
At first glance, I thought that was Joe Rogan.
from supermarket car parks with their degrees, more degrees than Billericay Burns unit in the UK. And they are in manual labour jobs for discussing that climate change is basically fake. EO, or ethylene oxide, is the most carcinogenic compound known. So why did they sterilise the medical swabs for the PCR test, a swab test that actually went up the entire nasal cavity to the actual blood-brain barrier, the closest open access to the very barrier that protects your brain from external pollutants, and also 50% of all medical equipment in this advertised carcinogen. Think about it, if you haven't already, the most carcinogenic compound known to science, and they openly admit that they sterilise swabs that were designed to go right up the back of your nasal cavity to the blood.
Ancient Egyptian nasal torture method.
To test, to see if you had a lethal virus that you might be unaware of. A virus so fucking deadly that you had to be locked down for and stand at least 6 feet away from the next person in case this ultra contagious virus spread. It was so contagious.
It was a hoax.
If that were the case, why the need to swab right up the back of the nasal
something
cavity
near your brain
at
and
the
to extract DNA to break the blood-brain barrier?
Itself, and with the world's most carcinogenic compound.
Where you go?
Think! They have been more human remains found in McDonald's burgers than there have been bovine remains. Fingernails, fingertips, several human teeth have been recovered from McDonald's patties publicly over the years that have gone by. So why is the notion that tattoo ink has dead people's ashes in it so upsetting? It's literally the very least of your worries. Go and get more tattoos. It's not going to make any difference whatsoever, because you have been systematically poisoned and dumbed down with technology and chemicals since the moment you were born. The reason that they put dead people's carbonated ashes in tattoo ink is because of the same reason they add the desiccated and ground human bone waste from sacrifice to all construction materials. Like I said before the other week, bone china was not made with cattle bones. Bone china was invented with and for human bones back in the last reset. They wanted you to drink from vessels made with the bones of your ancestors. Cement has a lot of ground human bones in it. Obviously, It will not say that on the side of the bag. It will have a designated material number, same as E numbers on food products. These E numbers are mostly made with human remains. Plaster, paint, cement, tarmac, plasterboard, etc., all has human remains in it for the same reason as tattoo ink has. It's about frequency suppression. Christian wasn't joking when he said they didn't miss a single trick, Lee. They covered all bases. Interestingly, Donald Trump owned most of the world's cement factories. What a coincidence! And the ones he didn't own were owned by the other deep state cabal assets of the world's cement factories.
What do you say? What did you say?
Human remains. Plaster, paint, cement, tarmac, plasterboard, etc., all has human remains in it for the same reason as tattoo ink has. It's about frequency suppression. Christian wasn't joking when he said they didn't miss a single trick, Lee. They covered all bases. Interestingly, Donald Trump owned most of the world's cement factories. What a coincidence! And the ones he didn't own were owned by the other deep state cabal assets. Tattoo ink will not say made with carbonized human ashes on the bottle. It will have other names, such as we see in the use of E numbers or other designations.
So she's trying to say that Trump is in on it with the bones and all that? I mean, like these libtards and Biden ain't in on it then? I mean, come on, man.
Carbon black. They explain what it is, but these people are the same people telling you to get vaccinated. The same people robbing your Sesta Kivi bond. Same people eating your kids. Same people poisoning your water. It's the same big family of child-killing nonsense. And they want you dead. So I don't see what all the